fire circles. And it's one of the first scenes where we see Gadriel. And the director came up to me and he said, "Hey, would you like to see what Jared's done?" And I said, what do you mean, what he's done? Well, what do you mean? And he goes, "Well, playing Gadriel." I said, I'm playing Gadriel. I'm playing him first. I mean, I'm going first, right? And he goes, No, we changed some things and we did a scene with Jared the other day. And I said, "What? You did a scene?" So the lead of the show has already played Gadriel, and you asked me if I want to see it. When are we filming my scene? Probably 3 minutes, a couple minutes. And I was like, I don't know, what do you think? Do you think that's a good idea, that I see what the lead of the character, who I'm supposed to be playing? Maybe I should, show me the scene. I was so upset. Please show me the scene so I can fall on my face and get fired after the first episode. Like, come on, I don't know, is that a good idea? Maybe it's a good idea. So he shows me the scene, and Jared was like, he was, the way he was moving was like almost angelic, and it was almost superhuman-like, but he was doing something very different. It was a really strong choice, and it was cool. And luckily, it really kind of fell in with what I had planned in the way, the cadence, the way I was going to speak for Gadriel. He was doing something very similar. We hadn't even discussed it. So, but the physicality of it, the choices that Jared made, that was something I could bite onto right away as an actor. In, 2 minutes and 20 seconds that I had to throw in, to what I was planning on doing. Luckily, that was something I was like, okay, so I put a bit of that in. But, I have to say, selfishly, like one of my favorite things is people have always said, they've always come up to me, "Oh man, you did such a good Jared." Like, they've said that for years, like, "I love what you do, but you were, playing Gadriel just like Jared." And I was like, it's a huge compliment, but it just happened to work out. You know what I mean? Because I saw that scene right before I was supposed to do my first big scene. But that's how it works in this business sometimes. Unfortunately, it is. That's why as actors we really have to come in prepared. You got to do your own work, because on the day they're going to throw a wrench at you, and they often do. A big one, like that. Jared-sized wrench. Thank you.
Hi, so I am also old enough to remember the original Battlestar Galactica. So speaking of reboots, if you had to be in another late 70s, early 80s reboot, what would it be, and what character would you play?
Late 70s, early 80s, what was, I think it was actually 90s, who saw Homicide: Life on the Street? Wasn't that a great show? Amazing cop show. So good, man. Fantastic cast, incredible writing. Dude, like really, I think that was one of the first shows where they were like really messing around with a handheld. Like, you know how they show a different perspective if the cops were sitting around a circle talking? It was one of the first shows to really do that kind of experimental handwork stuff, like the handheld camera work. I was really blown away. I love that show. I used to geek out on that show. That would be a cool one to be a part of. Again, I'm putting it out there. Cop show in my future. Thank you.
Hello.
Good to see you again and again.
You too. So, question about all cock, no bull. Hopefully you guys wore a lot of sunscreen on that set.
Next question.
I was just going to say, any fun stories?
Fun stories? Well, yeah, hanging around naked with Michael Trucco on James Callis' short film. Freezing your heart right off first thing in the morning. Let me tell you something about California. California at night, and I'm a Canadian boy, but California, first thing in the morning and late at night, it's very cold. It's cold, especially when you're naked and you're sitting on plastic lawn furniture. Yeah, she's talking about a short film that I did with a dear friend of mine from Battlestar Galactica who directed and wrote this quirky comedy that she mentioned, that I'm not going to repeat because you guys didn't hear it. No, you should see it. It's funny. But my buddy and I, he cast Michael Trucco and I. We're all from Battlestar. We're all dear friends, and it was a little bit challenging to shoot that show. But there was a lot of nudity, and there may have been a lot of alcohol involved for a couple scenes to deal with it a bit. We had a scene where we were drinking wine, and we just decided to drink wine. James, as the director, was like, maybe slim down on the wine just, Michael, just slow down the line just a bit. And we were like, you fill it up. They're going to keep doing this scene and get drunk. Because I've been freezing my balls off on plastic furniture at 7 a.m. for this film. James, we love you, but getting drunk for the scene. It was a good experience. I had a blast. When your dear friends ask you to do a short film, you gotta take off your clothes sometimes, and you gotta do what you gotta do.
Been there.
And on that note, thank you guys. Have an easy weekend.